Hey everyone, today we're diving into something you see absolutely everywhere, in every grocery store, every gas station. It's a multi-billion-dollar product, and we're going to peel back the label and see what's really happening inside our bodies when we drink it.
So, what if I told you that the can, you know the one, maybe it's sitting in your fridge right now?
The one with the cool logo that promises you energy, focus, and the power to get through your day. What if I told you that can could be quietly putting one of your most vital organs under some serious and maybe unnecessary stress? Yup, we're talking about energy drinks. And today, we're going to get right into exactly what they do to your cardiovascular system. Let's just get this out of the way right now. This isn't about scaring you. This is about physiology. We're just going to look at the actual science, the process that unfolds in your body from the moment you take that first sip. So, first things first, why? Why are these drinks so incredibly popular? Well, it all comes down to the promise they're selling. I mean, we live in a world that just demands more and more from us, right? We're trying to fight off being tired to cram for an exam, or to survive a brutal night shift, or maybe just to push a little harder at the gym. And the marketing? It's genius. You've got these bright, flashy cans with words like extreme or maximum. It all just screams, here, this is your shortcut, this is your extra edge.
But what's actually inside that can, delivering on that promise? Okay, to figure that out, we've got to look right past the flashy label and decode the ingredients list.
Okay, look at this. The main ingredient, no surprise, is caffeine. Now, your average cup of coffee, that's got maybe 80 to 100 milligrams. But a single can of an energy drink can pack in 200, 300, sometimes even more. Think about it, that's like chugging 3 cups of coffee. But here's the kicker. You're not sipping it over an hour. You're downing it in, 5 or 10 minutes? That speed and that massive dose, that is a really crucial part of this story. And then there's the sugar. Oh, the sugar. Some of the big brands have 50, even 60 grams of sugar in just one can. That's often way more than a regular can of soda. And when that massive sugar bomb hits your system all at once, your blood glucose and insulin go through the roof. Over time, that can lead to things like inflammation and chronic high blood pressure. So you've got this 1-2 punch of caffeine and sugar hitting you at the same time. So, you've got this huge dose of caffeine and this massive dump of sugar hitting your body basically instantly. So, what does that actually do to your heart? Well, this gets us into the science of your body's stress response. To really get what caffeine does, you first have to know about a chemical in your brain called adenosine. Just think of it like your body's natural sleepiness signal. As the day goes on, it builds up, telling your brain, hey, we're getting tired, it's time to rest. Well, caffeine's main job is to block those adenosine receptors. It basically hijacks your brain, puts a brick on the gas pedal, and completely cuts the brake lines. And once that happens, it sets off this chain reaction. Your body's internal alarm system starts blaring. Your adrenal glands get the signal and just flood your system with adrenaline. It's the classic fight or flight response. Suddenly, your heart rate shoots up, your blood pressure spikes, and at the exact same time, your blood vessels get tighter. So now your heart is working way, way harder to pump blood through a much narrower network of pipes. For the heart's electrical system, which is this incredibly delicate thing, all that stimulation can be, irritating. It can cause things like palpitations, that fluttery feeling, or premature beats. In more serious situations, it can trigger an arrhythmia, that's just an irregular heartbeat, like atrial fibrillation or AFib. And in some very rare, very tragic cases, especially in young, otherwise healthy people, it's been linked to sudden cardiac arrest. Emergency rooms have seen it happen. Now look, a single energy drink by itself is one thing, but where the danger really starts to ramp up is when we start mixing it with other things. That's when you can create a perfect storm for your heart. Okay, this one is incredibly common, and it's also incredibly risky, mixing energy drinks with alcohol. The stimulant, the caffeine, it masks the effects of the depressant, the alcohol. So you feel more alert, more sober than you actually are. And what does that lead to? You end up drinking far more than you normally would because your body's natural cues are all messed up. But here's the thing, you are still impaired. And meanwhile, your heart is being yanked in 2 different directions, caught in this brutal tug-of-war between a stimulant and a depressant.
The other really dangerous combo is with intense exercise. Think about it. A hard workout already gets your heart rate and blood pressure up. When you pile a high-dose stimulant on top of that physical stress, you're basically forcing your heart to work overtime, all while trying to pump blood through those tightened blood vessels. It's a recipe that can provoke an irregular heartbeat, especially if you're a little dehydrated, or, and this is the scary part, if you have a hidden heart condition you don't even know exists.
So who really needs to pay attention to this? While these drinks can have an effect on anyone, there are definitely some groups who are a lot more vulnerable to the risks. Teenagers are a huge concern, mainly because their hearts and their nervous systems are still developing, and let's be honest, they're a massive target for all that marketing. But it's also anyone who already has high blood pressure, people with anxiety disorders, or anyone with a known or unknown heart abnormality. And, of course, the risk just skyrockets for anyone who's drinking multiple cans, day in and day out. You know, all of this really leads to a much bigger question. Maybe the can itself isn't the problem. Maybe the real problem is why we feel like we need it so badly in the first place. This is about reframing the whole thing from a question of energy to a question of rest. So, just for perspective, most health authorities suggest that healthy adults should stick to about 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. As we just saw, 1, maybe 2 energy drinks can get you to that limit, or blow right past it instantly. And that's not even counting any coffee or tea or soda you might drink on top of that. It's so easy to go over that limit without even thinking about it. So here's the bottom line. The real danger here probably isn't having one drink on a rare occasion if you're a healthy adult. The real danger is in the pattern. It's the daily dependence, the constant excess, and using these incredibly powerful stimulants as a band-aid to cover up a much, much deeper problem, which is chronic exhaustion. Your heart is this incredible muscle, right? It beats something like 100,000 times a day without you even thinking about it. It doesn't need lightning in a can. What it actually needs, it's simple stuff. It's the fundamentals: good sleep, staying hydrated, balanced nutrition, and just moderation. So I want to leave you with this one thought. The next time you're feeling drained and you reach for that brightly colored can, just pause for 1 second and ask yourself a really simple question. Do I actually need energy, or do I really just need rest? Thinking about that could make all the difference.
Unlocking health like never before. Click subscribe, come take